Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? It's Just Hero back on my channel. We're back for a movie reaction tonight. We're checking out the 1974 classic, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, full disclosure, I have seen this before. I mean, what kind of horror fan would I be if I hadn't? But it's been a minute since I've seen it. I did want to give it a rewatch as well because for those that don't know, the official Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game is releasing later this week, which I will be live streaming right here on YouTube. So definitely make sure you guys tune in for that. Show some love. Also, I actually already reacted to 2022's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is already up on YouTube. So if you guys haven't watched that already, definitely make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, I don't want to waste any more time because I want to make sure I catch all the references and all the Easter eggs when I do play the game. So if you guys look for my full reaction to the film, link to my Patreon is down in the description below. Now subscribe to the channel. Now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go.
The film which you are about to see is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of 5 youths. The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Wow. It really sets the stage and the tone right off the bat. August 18th, 1973. This year is the 50-year anniversary. How crazy is that? Those flashes, that sound, so iconic. I love that the remake used it too. Honestly, I think the remake is the best modern horror remake out there. Like, the only other one that can really compare is Evil Dead, which I also love. So nasty.
Robbing in Texas is this hour's top news story.
Man, this shit still holds up. I don't care what anybody says.
Subsequent investigation has revealed at least a dozen empty crypts, and it's feared more will turn up.
Dozen. Like, who does this?
Area residents have reportedly converged on the cemetery, fearing the remains of relatives have been removed. No suspects are in custody as the investigation.
The remains of relatives.
Oil storage units continue to burn out of control at the huge Texaco refinery near the Texas-Louisiana border.
Man, it's been a while. Girls! You to watch with me? My co-host up here. He does his own thing. Franklin! My boy right there. Franklin! Took a tumble. Thank God his dick didn't fall out like I Show Speed.
Hey, that's the old slaughterhouse. That's where Grandpa used to sell his cattle. They bash him in the head with a big sledgehammer.
Oh, that's awful.
Jeez, Franklin.
Usually wouldn't kill him on the first lick. Now they got this big air gun that shoots a bolt into their skull and then retracts it. It's just boom.
Like it.
Boom.
Enough, Franklin. Chill.
Hitchhiker.
Should we pick him up? Oh, yeah, man. Pick him up. He'll asphyxiate out there.
What does he look like?
Don't pick him up. This is like the worst person in the world you could pick up too.
I think we just picked up Dracula.
Where you headed, man?
Sal, you work at that place? I was at the slaughterhouse. I got an uncle that works at the slaughterhouse. Hey, my brother works there. My grandfather, too.
It's family. Family business.
See, they make head cheese. It's really good. You like it? Oh, yeah, I like it. It's good.
Of course they're BFFs. No manners. At all. Doesn't even ask.
What are you doing?
Oh, come on.
Out. Out of the vehicle. Get out of the van. At least he gave it back to him. That's the least he could do.
I have this knife.
Oh, he's got his own. Got him.
It didn't turn out too good.
Hey, you can pay me now. Huh? $2. It's a good picture.
Pay you? You even talking about a price? Trying to hustle me? Can't hustle a hustler. I said it before, but get out. Oh. I was gonna say he just drew first blood, but he kind of did that to himself. You've been marked. Gotta get your van tested now.
Here comes somebody.
There he is. Let him cook.
Hey, you know where the old Franklin place is? You don't want to go fooling around other folks' property. Some folks don't like it. They don't mind us showing you. Oh, my father owns it. I got some good barbecue here. Why don't you fellas stick around here a while? The transport will be by in a little while.
I think we see that guy after. Not the cook, but the other dude.
They don't want to
Wash the window. They really gotta wipe that off.
There's a creek. You could go swimming.
Cinematography in this is great too. I know a lot of it is just like open fields and like rural areas, but like look at this. All this one shot pulling in. Yeah, for those that haven't seen X yet, if you've seen this and haven't seen X, yo, definitely watch it right after this.
Why don't you wash it off, okay?
Here, man, you wash it off.
Hey, you don't think that guy'd try and follow us, do you?
What for?
Just piecing it together. Oh! Daddy Longlegs? That's the real horror right there. Not a fan of insects. These grounds are not equipped for wheelchairs.
Sorry!
He's struggling. Sally! Somebody give my boy a hand here. Give the cripple out of the yard to fend for himself.
Come on, Franklin. It's gonna be a fun trip.
Okay, I get the frustration, but he's going off right now. I don't think we can be boys no more after that. And here's where they all start breaking off from each other, splitting up. Looks like more ritual shit. Blair Witch. Okay,
Gasoline.
here we go.
I can leave him my guitar, you know, give him a couple bucks.
And the tension just keeps on building because you know it's coming. They could have easily just started the film too. Just showing it right away. The big bad, but no, they're holding off. It's a nice little property here. Tooth?
Got something for you.
Let's go!
How did he ever pull her?
Hello?
Okay, here we go.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, get as far away from that place as possible, sweetie. Oink, oink. Yeah, I would not just walk in.
Hello?
I know it's different times, but... Oh! Yo, that is brutal. That's fucking iconic, too. And another fantastic shot, I mean...
Her?
God damn. I love all that build up for that first appearance, and it's so worth it. So good. I don't think she saw that open before. God damn. It's pretty artistic. Well, no, she's not just freaking out at first, too. She's taking it all in, like... Let me really realize how fucked up the scenario is here. No! The grunts he makes, too. Oh, goosebumps. They didn't really play a sound or nothing, eh? I feel like they could have made that even more vicious, like going through her. That's gonna be me on Friday, though. If she has to witness the whole thing, she might get worse than anybody in this film. Sun is setting. He's found the place where he's going to die.
Kirk,
Don't just let yourself inside.
are you guys in there?
What's that sound?
Okay, you guys. Come on out.
Yo, who's actually making that sound? Because that's not the girl. Is that Leatherface? Yeah, see, she's not up there anymore. Dangling. Huh. So is it just Leatherface in the corner, like, shaking a chain, like, luring him in? It's like the Undertaker in a coffin match. Get your ass back in there. There's fucking kids in my house. Thought I killed them all. Oh, those teeth. Those eyes, too. I see that moon rising.
They'll probably be back in a minute or so.
Yeah, maybe.
Sally, they took the keys. We don't have any keys. No, Sally, we can't go. Look, what if they can't?
Honestly, I would probably just chill in the van or on top of it.
No, I got to take flashlight. Sally, look, I know. Hold that. Look, I'll go with you, but I'm gonna hold
Never mind, I'll just go without it.
Hold up a minute now. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Franklin's demise right here.
Sally, I can't keep up with you.
For all the DVD players out there.
Sally,
Franklin's demise.
Hey, Jay! Jay!
Not Jerry.
Sally, I hear something. Stop. Stop.
Oh shit. Out of nowhere. Like an RKO. Yeah. That seems like a legitimate reaction there. Sounds like he's catching up. Oh! Big man can move. Just keep throwing yourself through the vines. Probably cutting her all up too. This is intense now. Imagine this, watching this in the 70s. She is such a great screamer too. Did she just run back to the house? The same house? Well, I guess she didn't know. She never made it to the house. He intercepted them. You don't have a key?
Please help.
Grandpa! Feed Grandpa. Till death do them part. It's like, bitch! Oh! Right out the window. That's how you know you're a survivor. If you're willing to jump out of a second or a third story window, and she's still going too. As a final girl survivor, I feel like she might be underrated. I'm just now realizing this. Oh, he goes completely silent. It's like he knows to back off here.
There's no phone here.
She is shook, and I do not blame her at all. She just went through hell.
What are you doing?
You got no need to worry.
No!
No, you just cooperate, young lady. We'll have no trouble. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Goes right for the broom. I guess metaphorically, he's got to clean up Leatherface's mess. Legit just feel bad for this girl. She's been through too much. I get thrown in a fucking potato sack. I think it even worse too. She went there for sanctuary to get away from the evil. Oh, at least the evil turns off the lights. Gotta save money on electricity.
Had to lock up and get the lights. Cost electricity is enough to drive a man out of business.
See? That was pretty cool. Pull her up to the camera. I'm allergic to Leatherface. Seeing him again, she had no idea either.
I thought you was in a hurry. See a nice girl, you that quick. Get upstairs and get her grandpa.
Feeding time.
We'll have you something to eat right away.
I do not want to eat here.
12 seconds later.
He's alive. He's getting all giddy too. Oh, he's got some moves. See Grandpa over there, like, he's killing it. I don't know if she passed out from shock or exhaustion. Maybe a combination of both. You can tell Resident Evil 7 definitely was influenced by this, as if it wasn't obvious enough.
We were just having fun.
Please!
To creep it up to her, you gotta make it stop.
He's just a cook. Shut up, you bitch.
Just a cook?
You don't understand nothing. I understand you ain't nothing. Me and him do all the work. Just some things you gotta do. Don't mean you have to like it.
Please. I'll do anything you want.
Those close-up shots are fantastic. Like that?
I've been thinking about letting Grandpa have some fun. You always said he's the best. He's the best, all right. Hey, Grandpa, we gonna let you have it for
Let him have a whack or two. Got the bucket.
Grandpa's the best killer there ever was.
Got her again. Oh, that was a good one. Back the skull. Fight Sally. Another window. Holy shit, she was there all night. The second window she jumped through. This girl. No sleep either. They probably didn't even give her a sip of water. And he's just toying with her. Oh, he sliced her up. Oh! amazing. And that's why I thought he was chopped off the longest time. He's like, nope, get back in there. Wrench versus chainsaw. Oh. Ah. You only get one shot too. If he missed. Stop. Oh, he's not stopping. The trucker's still running. And of course the truck dies. Iconic right here. Legend has it, the trucker is still running to this day. Man. If she's reached pure insanity, chainsaw happy dance. And it just cuts right there, eh? Alright guys, that was 1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And like I was saying, this one definitely holds up. I still really enjoyed it. The screams by Marilyn Burns, my god. She is phenomenal. I feel like she was super underrated as a final girl, at least when it comes to my tier list, because obviously we got the Nev Campbells, the Danielle Harrises of the world, definitely high up there on my tier list at least. But Marilyn Burns, I don't know, maybe I've been sleeping on her, but her scream, filming this must have been torture because I feel like the last half of the film was all focused on her, where not only did she run for her life, she was, man, this girl, she had that willpower to survive. She had that fight. She was constantly fighting to survive. She was not willing to die at all. This girl. So yeah, I definitely want to give her props moving forward because she's definitely moving up a few notches on my tier list when it comes to final girls and survivors of horror films. But basically want to talk about some other people and some other stuff that went down in this film because pretty much everything that we saw throughout is iconic. Like every single shot that we see, every single kill, every single character, like Franklin, yes, there's certain points of the film, majority of this film, where he's super annoying, but at the same time, he's also super iconic and legendary in himself. And then that scene where he's taken out, where Leatherface comes out of nowhere, just in the pure darkness, and it just revs up too at that point where just like it's super quiet. They're listening like, did you hear something? Did you hear something? Did you see something? They're in the pure dark. Well, I think they just have his flashlight, but yeah, that's when he pops out, revving the chainsaw and gets him. They don't really show anything either. Like, it's not the goriest film, but I feel like they just leave it up to your imagination. They pretty much show you what is about to happen, and then they leave it up to your imagination from there on out. But at that point, that's when she starts running for her life, and it's all her from there. But yeah, Grandma, we didn't really see Grandma. I guess she had a big breakfast because she didn't show up for dinner, but yeah, I don't even know if she's still alive. We never really hear from her again. And Grandpa, he was barely alive, but that finger sucking scene where that's where it's really revealed that he is actually alive. It's not just a corpse. Man, that scene is freaking brutal. And you see him with the hammer later. He's whacking. And at first, too, when he's sucking the blood, he got a little bit giddy there. Like, he had a little bit of a dance. He had a little bit of a happy dance there. So, yeah, that was freaking crazy. The makeup effects on him, man, super insane. But some other kills I want to talk about, some of the other characters. The other girl, I forget her name, but she was absolutely gorgeous. I always say, whenever I watch an older film, man, I feel like I grew up in the wrong generation, the wrong era, because, man, the women of the 70s, my God, they were all fantastic and beautiful. But I forget the other one's name. I think it's Pam, but yeah, the way she's taken out, she might have got it the worst too, because she was at first put on the hook and she has to actually watch the other dude get freaking chopped up and cut up, and that's brutal enough. And then she's shoved in the freezer and she's still alive there, and then he's forced her back in afterwards as well. Like, everybody got it bad except for the two dudes. I feel like, yeah, it was pretty vicious in the way that they were killed off, and yeah, they're still shaking at first too, like compulsing, but it was pretty much quick. The girls pretty much had to suffer in the film, so they got the worst. But the cinematography throughout, my God, all the shots that we see of, like, I know it's just rural areas and just the still shots of the camera, and we just see pretty much all the movement in the background, just the camera just still, but they're still iconic shots as well. So fantastic. I love all those, and I'm really expected to see some of those similar shots in the game, because I know when it comes to cinematography, gun media, and all of them, man, these devs are fantastic. So hopefully you guys show up when I'm playing the game, and hopefully you guys play it as well. Feel free to team up with me. I'm going to be playing this game a lot, and I'm so glad that I watched this, because I guarantee you so many of these iconic shots that I'm calling out here in this recap, I'm going to be able to pick them out in the game as well. So yeah, I can't wait to see the house. Once I step foot in the house, this whole thing is basically pretty much the closest thing to coming to life without actually going there in person. I don't know if the building's still standing or what, but yeah, once I'm in the game, the virtual space, I know it's my mind is gonna be blown. Just thinking about it now, it already is. But yeah, what a great film. This is a classic, man. Pretty much 10 out of 10. The stuff, I feel like it was ahead of its time. Like, a lot of it still holds up in my opinion. I'm sure some people, today's generation, would be like, yeah, it's too slow at certain points. But the build-up alone, they didn't just throw Leatherface at us. Like, they show like all these, I don't know, like these moody situations, like just a lot of dark stuff with the hitchhiker, then the cook, and the barbecue, and then the radio. You hear the stories about the grave robberies, and yeah, when it's actually revealed Leatherface, the big bad of the film, man, it is freaking brutal, but he is legendary. Let me know if you guys want me to react to the other films in this series as well, because I have seen them all. I'll let you guys know at the start, I have seen this before. It has been some time, but yeah, I have seen them all, because I'm just a fan, man, a horror fan. So I gotta watch everything that they throw at me, and yeah, from what I recall, a lot of them aren't really good, but there's a few that definitely stand out to me from what I remember. The remake, absolutely fantastic. One of the best remakes, if not the best modern horror. Honestly, the best remake aside from The Thing. I mean, never mind modern horror remake. I would say best horror remake aside from The Thing and maybe The Fly as well. But some of the other sequels, Part 2, I know it's a cult classic. It really depends on the days. There's some days where I really enjoy it, and there's other days where I'm like, yeah, it's not the pure horror that I got out of the first one. It's not really what I want out of this series, you know? It's still enjoyable in a fun way, but I don't know. It's just, it's wacky fun. Then the third film, it's good, but I feel like it's very forgettable. It's just not as good as the original. It's kind of like a rehash, just a less good version of it. Then we got Next Generation, which is, yeah, that film was a mess, but still somehow oddly enjoyable also. Then we got the remake. Fantastic. This is cinema. Masterpiece. Then the prequel to the remake, which I actually really enjoy. It's not as good as the remake, but it's pretty damn close. It's pretty much as good as you're going to get for a prequel. So I actually really enjoy that as well. I never hear anybody talk about the beginning. And what other ones do we have? I think it was the 2013 version, which was Do Your Thing, Cuz. Very memorable, but at the same time, dumb. And then that's when we got Leatherface. After that, another prequel. I freaking hate that film. I know that one probably has its fans. Not a fan, at least I'm not. And then that's when we got the 2022 version, the 2022 version, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, pretty much the same title, which honestly is so dumb as well, but if you have some drinks, I think it's actually a lot of fun. There's some enjoyable moments out of that film. I don't hate it nearly as much as other people do. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you want me to react to some of the others. My reaction to the 2022 version is already up there on my channel right now, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm going to be gaming a lot, so definitely join me for some of my streams and give this one a like. But as always, definitely know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. You guys can like, subscribe. Really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your night. Peace.
Why didn't smoke enough for you? Didn't drink enough for you? Wasn't fun enough for you? Wasn't good enough for you? Damn, you play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well,